I've spent, time with family and friends in Austria, back home in Monaco. So pretty chilled, nothing crazy. Just because you're traveling anyway that much, you just want to just have a 2-3 week period of not too much activity. Winning races in Formula One, which also makes me happy, is winning games on FIFA. It just depends on what kind of things you're looking at. Losing. We just keep it simple. Losing for everything, it's the worst, yeah. The victory in Malaysia, the first one. Then the second one was, I think, the race in Austin. I really enjoyed coming from the back and really fight your way through. And actually, the whole race, I was like pushing flat out to get back into the race and fight for the podium. And then the third one, I guess, is Mexico. Yeah, so the halo, that will be very ugly. Not looking forward to that, but in general, I hope the car will look great and hopefully it's fast. Hopefully it's just a good step forward and, that we got straight away a good car from the beginning of the year, that we are not really chasing like we did last year. I think that's the most important for us. At the end of the day, it's quite simple. You just, I guess, select a lot of softer tires because last year they were quite stiff. So, but yeah, it's interesting to see the new tire, how it's going to behave because nobody really knows. So hopefully that will mix up a bit, or at least a few races. You always try to do the best you can anyway. So I don't need particular goals to motivate myself because every race for me is a chance to win. Some, of course, are better for us than other tracks, but that's what we have to find out with the new car. Paul Ricciardo, I haven't really driven a lot there, so yeah, I'm looking forward to see how that's going to be. It's quite close to home as well, so I think that's always very nice. Hockenheim, I know from my F3 days, so that's all right. It's always good to be back there. Hopefully, a lot of Dutch fans will arrive there as well. His smile, yeah, it's very charming. Yeah, but I'll see him soon again, so can't wait. We were in the snow in Austria watching the race, and he was chilling in LA. Because the halo is quite heavy, I think it will be more than 6 kilos, so it's definitely not favorable for me. But I'm not gonna adjust my training for it because otherwise, I won't feel well during the races, and especially for me being a taller driver and I guess also a bit of a heavier driver than most. Yeah, it's definitely not ideal. Well, personally, to drive the car, yes, it was a lot better. It was a lot more fun, a bit more difficult to overtake. But the cars, they look more aggressive, so we have to find a way to maybe not be so dependent on front wings and in general the wings, and maybe create some more mechanical grip. Then we can keep more or less the same cars instead of going back to what we had, because yeah, I really enjoy driving the cars we have now. Yeah, it will definitely be a big challenge. I think last year we used 6, so to go from 6 to 3 is basically half, so yeah, hopefully we'll make it, but we have to wait and see. You only have 2 cars per team, so you don't really know who actually is the strongest driver to really look up to. So for me, everybody, you have to always pay attention to. Of course, that particular teams will never fight or at the moment not for the World Championship, but it still doesn't mean that you not pay attention to them, in one way in terms of driving skills. Mood is good, I guess. Everybody is happy. Everybody is, of course, motivated for the new season after a strong end to last season. And I think we can't wait to get going again. Of course, holidays are nice and it's good to charge the batteries, but at one point you want to get going again. I don't know yet for the moment. We first have to just approach it as good as we can. You never know, because you don't know how good of a job the team has done compared to the other teams. So at the moment, I have no expectations because you don't really know where you are until you are testing and actually until the first race, you know, then you really know where you are. Stay with 2 feet on the ground. Yeah. Otherwise, he will make sure I will be. So.